Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to talk about my reaction to the Eagles and Falcons. I just went for a little walk. Honestly, I just need to vent to you guys because that shit was so fucked up. It's unbelievable. Obviously, nothing hit because Kirk Cousins went over. His top receiver and tight end went under, and that kind of broke everything for us. But there is good news. I'll show you real quick. It's long-term good news, no good news to report tonight. But look at this right here. So this is why I'm so upset. If you're not on VIP, I don't think this was a VIP play, but I had like 50 plays across the board, right? And there was a lot of plays like this where I had 4 unders and I had Kirk under. And the only reason his over hit was because the Eagles play call. They gave the ball back to the Falcons when they didn't need to at all. And they literally lost the game. Unbelievably gave up 75 yards in the last minute to Kirk, and he barely hits his over. Now, here's the good news. On DraftKings Pick 6, a 4-man tonight would have paid 18.5x. So a $100 bet on Pick 6 would have paid $1,850. On Prize Picks, this exact play would have paid $700. So we're talking about almost 3 times as much of a payout. The reason why is because you split the prize pot. So only 4.2% of people won. Typically when that happens on Prize Picks just makes a fortune off of us. But on Pick 6, their DraftKings only takes 15%. So they let us, the winners, which is not me tonight. Hopefully someone watching this won and is part of that 4.2%. Sadly, I'm part of the 95.8%. But if you're in the 4.2%, then you're going to split $79,000, okay? Which is 85% of the prize pot. So an 18.5x for a 4-man is insane, you guys. I'm going to scroll and see if I can find a 6-man, though. The 6-man is what really blows my mind. So you can see here I did Falcons less with Eagles more. And then I did Falcons more with Eagles less. And this one, it was just a mess tonight. Nothing was correlated tonight, which is fine. You're not going to win every night. But the payout for this 6-man was 70x. So a $100 play wins $7,000. Keep in mind on Prize Picks, a 6-man like this would pay, I don't even know. It's so low I haven't even looked since last year. But even last year, this would have paid 25x on Prize Picks. So to get 70x for a 6-man is unbelievable. Now, this is mainly on primetime games that you're getting this high of a payout. On Sunday and Saturday, it will be down closer to 25. But every now and then, if you get a 70x, that is massive, you guys. So we'll go back to the score here. Keep in mind that that last drive screwed me. I just don't understand why the Eagles wouldn't just do 2 runs up the middle. More specifically, why you wouldn't do 2 tush pushes. It's 3rd and 3. A first down wins the game. So you roll your quarterback out to pass the ball to your running back at a weird angle. And you put so much pressure on Saquon to catch the ball that he drops a very easy catch. But it's an easy catch if we're playing at the park. If you're playing in front of 50,000 people and the game's on the line and you're wide open and it's over the shoulder, kind of a weird angle, it can turn into an unnecessary risk, right? So not only does it give the Falcons the ball back, but it gives them an extra 40 seconds. I can't fucking believe this shit. All the Eagles had to do was do 2 tush pushes. If you don't get it the first time, get it the second time. Get 2 yards each tush push. And the game's over. Now, not only did they fuck that up, but then on defense, it makes no sense to me why would teams play prevent defense when the fucking opponent hasn't shown that they can get the ball down the field all night. The Falcons had not passed the ball all night. Kirk Cousins went into that final drive with 160 passing yards. So Kirk, he wasn't even close to 200 passing yards. and they're going to respect him as if he is some amazing quarterback that can throw it deep. Well, guess what? You played prevent defense, and he still fucking threw it deep on you. So why not just play your regular defense? If they just play their regular defense, it makes it 100 times harder for Kirk to do what he did and throw it down the field. And also, I want to add, man, Monday Night Football versus Sunday Night Football. Isn't it interesting how both teams, the Falcons and the Bears, were in the exact same position, down 6 with the ball at the end of the game, and Kirk is so composed, so confident. When people hate on Kirk and hate on the Falcons paying Kirk, that's why you pay a quarterback. That's why I say the Dolphins should sign Joe Flacco. That's why I say the Bears should sign Joe Flacco and let Caleb be a backup to Joe Flacco. Because when you have a team that is so fucking stacked, all you have to do is plug in a veteran like Kirk Cousins or Joe Flacco we saw with the Browns last year, and everything comes to life. Like, having the ability to have a guy that can have a low heart rate during a 2-minute drill and do all these hand and arm signals to these receivers, tell his linemen the protection, and just, you can see Kirk Cousins is most comfortable with the game on the line down 6. And that's what you see quarterbacks that have been in the league 10 years do. And I don't know why Joe Flacco just did that with the Browns last year. Why the hell wouldn't you hit him up if you're the Dolphins? Because the Dolphins' offense is going to look like the Bears' offense with Skylar Thompson now playing. You can't, when you have a great team, a great all-around team, a quarterback that sucks during the 2-minute drill can ruin it all. And also coaching can ruin it all too, of course, as we saw with the Eagles. Because the Eagles, I mean, Hurts, he's great. It's really the play calling that cost them that game tonight. Just bizarre. You had a win. You dominated for 4 quarters. And it is impressive to see a guy like Kirk Cousins go out there and steal one like that. Man, the Falcons really stole this game. And it's probably a $6,000 or $7,000 swing for me personally. So it really crushes me, guys. Because I probably had 4 4-mans. Dude, honestly, it might have been a lot more than that. It might have been around 10 grand that I missed out on. Because I think I had 4 4-mans, and 2 of them were 100 and 2 were 200. So 600. Yeah, 600 times about, it was about, if Kirk went under, it would have been about 15x. So that's 9 grand. And then I had several 2-mans. It's crazy that cost me like literally over 2 grand. It's sickening when I add it up. But, you know, I also want you guys to see like how I feel. And I mean, I had to tell my wife, like, hey, you got to stop following me around the house. You got to leave me alone while I watch this. And we were just kind of getting fucked. Like, one play would die because of a random long-ass pass to Mooney after a 4th down conversion that shouldn't have even been a fucking 4th down attempt. They should have punted. And then they go for it, get it, then throw a bomb to Mooney. And it's like, how does this happen? And then just players like Devontae Smith was a big risk, taking his under on some of the DK pick 6 plays. But also you have to figure everybody's taking his over. So if you take his under, you're printing money, right? And his under almost hit. I think Smith barely hit his over, right? 76. He hit it by like 4 yards. So it's just frustrating. But then at the end of the night, we're sitting there saying, hey, okay, if the Eagles get the first down here, everything's profitable, it's small profit. And then the worst possible outcome happens. So it's crazy. For me personally, $11,000 swing. I would have won $11,000 if it had hit. I probably ended up losing about $6,000 or $7,000 of my personal money tonight. But I'm definitely going to reload and fire again. And the reason why, guys, I want to be clear here. The reason why is because you got to realize I was profitable on Prize Picks with 10x payouts for 4-mans and 25 for 6-mans. So if you're going to give me 70x every now and then, I can make that work. You know, I can make that work very easily. So I'm going to just keep taking shots. The 4-man's paid 18x. I can make that profit, no doubt. So I'm not trying to go all in with like a $50,000, put 50 grand in. I want to use a house money bankroll. So for me, what I do is I'll deposit like 3 grand and then I'll fire off. I'll show you guys, even though the losses tonight, it's good to show you guys the losses too. I'll fire off a bunch of $100. This one's 400, so bad example there. But I'll fire off like 200 here, 100, and typically $100 or $200 across a bunch of plays. Okay, and things go well. Now all of a sudden my account has 9 grand in it, and then I turn the 9 grand to 25, and then once you have 25 grand, you can pretty much go crazy with it. So hey, I'm gonna have to. I have 3,400 in there, so I don't need to deposit again. I'll go after that Thursday night football game hard. If it goes well, then I'll be rolling into the weekend. If it doesn't go well, I'll have to redeposit. But ultimately, every time I deposit, kind of keep a mental note, keep track of how much I put in. And then the goal is, say it takes me like a few attempts putting 3 grand in to get going. What I'll end up doing is I'll take that 9 grand out. Once I build the bankroll to 50 grand, I'll take the 9 grand out. And then I'll have an account where it's like got 40 grand in it, 100% house money. So you guys will get to watch that. Cannot believe how that game ended, bro. Cannot believe it. Just wanted to get on here and vent. It's super frustrating, but thank God Pick 6 was invented. Thank God it exists. It's an amazing app. If you sign up, use promo code Lambo, you'll actually get a $50 free play once you do a $5 entry. And they even have promos, like for me this weekend, if I do 5 grand, I get 1,500. So I'll get that back easy. So that's a free 1,500. So promos like that DraftKings does. These guys are super professional. They've been in the game over 10 years now. And all the BS we deal with prize picks, you don't have to deal with any of it at DraftKings. But look at this, man. We've got a 4-man 3 for 4. It's just freaking nuts. So far this year, it's been brutal. But we have another chance Thursday night football. I'm looking forward to it. Cannot wait to get on the winning track. We had a solid weekend this weekend, but damn. Right when you think we're going to have a breakthrough, it all comes crashing down. But it's only one day, not the end of the world. It is what it is. But I definitely feel that we have a bigger edge this year than last year, which I was not expecting. Prize picks, we haven't gotten on to a good track, but I have a technique that we're going to use on prize picks. So I'd rate the edge that we have smallest on prize picks. We're going to do 4-mans for 10x. I have a way to do that now. And then we're going to do 4-mans and 6-mans on DraftKings Pick 6. That's the biggest edge. And then the middle edge, I'd rate it, our second best app is going to be better. So if you have access to prize picks, better, or Pick 6, we're going to make a lot of money this year. Just got to keep our heads up. It's a mental grind. I'm really bummed about tonight. Just a dog shit game, but it is what it is. We just have to stay tough, stay focused, and understand the math. And it's just variance that we're dealing with here. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. I show you guys the highs and lows of sports betting. I know this is daily fantasy, so it's not technically betting, but I show you the highs and lows of sports investing. And tonight was just a brutal way to lose. All the fucking Eagles had to do was run it. And then even with that play call, if Saquon catches that pass, we win. So it's it's a hard one. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for following the journey here on this channel. And good luck with all your bets. I'll put a free pick out soon, and I'll see you guys in the next upload.